Party people in the place to be, live from 58 Dream Street. Oh my goodness. Greg and James beat 'em up. It's your favorite show on Twitch, where
Greg and
James play beat 'em ups. And not just any beat 'em up, every beat 'em up. All right. Little rusty here after a bit of time off.
Yeah.
Including the fact that we just didn't position the microphone in an even slightly equitable way.
No.
So now that
yeah.
is okay. When I get, assuming that I ever go back to work and get my retro pay, I'm committing now to we're going to a classy professional podcasting setup with 2 microphones, where each of us speaks into our own microphone. I am looking like Tintin because I wore a cap all day, and this is just all that I can get my hair to do.
It's okay. Tintin's a great one.
A beloved character.
Yeah.
Danielle just keeps every time I've had the cap on for the day and I take it off, she's like, "Oh, you're Tintin," and that's what I say to her. I'm like, Tintin is a beloved cultural icon.
My second favorite Belgian detective.
But the most authentically Belgian of them.
Mm-hmm. True.
Yeah. So here we are after hello Cedric, by the way, after a long, perhaps the longest fallow period in 58 Dream Street history. It has been 9 days since the last broadcast.
Of any kind, really?
This little corner of the internet. Yeah,
Wow.
because we couldn't do it last week. So
Yeah.
I did last Sunday. I finished up the Colonel's request.
Yeah, nice.
And then we were off. And then Frosthaven didn't come together.
Yep.
And then we aimed Frosthaven for Sunday while
So
I was out of town all weekend.
Right.
So I didn't do my regular weekend streams. And then even if it turned out Rich was not actually available when it came down to it. But even if he was, it wouldn't have mattered because we did not get back in time. I wouldn't have been able to do it. So, bam. And now here we are.
Wow. Well, we're back now.
We're back.
I was excited to do this. I had to cancel last week just because I was so tired from all the students getting back and getting ready for that. And I'm still very tired, but having fun with my friend outweighed how tired I am today.
Hooray.
But the scales very much tipped the other way last week.
But all the students coming back to attend rallies and party down, I guess.
Well, hey man, I run a convenience store pharmacy across the street from the dorm. My day is no different.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter that they're in class.
Did you have the foresight to stock sidewalk chalk?
No.
Yeah, should have put it in order. You could have sold it at markup.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they're sending the poor unionized grounds workers out every day to blast off all the chalk messages from both the DFA and the students. They have their priorities for sure. So yeah, here we are.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, what a world. Yeah. Meanwhile, Hollow Knight Silksong came out. So there is still good in the world.
Yeah, man.
That's been exciting. I've been really enjoying it.
Oh, you've been playing it?
Yeah.
You got it?
I got it day one, baby.
Nice.
It's getting nerfed after have you heard of the internet? It's getting the same backlash that the Elden Ring expansion got.
That it's too hard?
This is too hard because I'm great at the original game.
Yeah.
So I know that this is a design flaw. It's not that I'm playing a new game. Remember when you first played Hollow Knight and it was hard and you got good? I don't know. Anyway,
just keep going.
So they've, after being yelled at for a week, have been like, okay, we're gonna release a patch that makes the early game bosses easier. And here's the thing. And it's not because I'm very good at video games, but I am. You might not believe it, at least with the action games, from what you see when I'm literally trying to also talk. But I. But this is not. It's not the point. No, it's not important.
No. Okay.
Not what I'm trying to point out when I say that I have not had trouble in any great. A few of the bosses, some of them take me 10 goes so far.
Yeah.
Some of the mobs too, because Hollow Knight loves its mobs. In a locked area, these 3 enemies come at you. You beat them. This set of enemies comes. You got to beat all 5 waves to advance. Some of them have been tough, but I've gotten through them all, and not by finding a way to cheese it or spending an entire day of my life fighting a single boss or anything like that, or taking a double dose of my ADHD medication. Yeah, it's it doesn't seem that hard to me. And like
Yeah.
in the late game of Hollow Knight, like oh my goodness, like I had boss fights where like I have lost in boss fights in Hollow Knight because my hands were sweating so hard that the controller just slipped out of my hand because I was also gripping it so tightly.
Yeah.
Like where like part of how I eventually figured out how to beat it was like you had to keep breathing. Like you were getting bad at the point where you were a minute and 20 seconds into the fight and you haven't breathed.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing like that. So I don't know. You know what? I don't object to it being easier either because I don't really care, but I don't understand. I find it an odd backlash to be leveled as that like I've seen a lot of really like both like this is a design flaw, like not oh it's too hard for me, it's not really my thing. Like a lot of people could fairly say about Hollow Knight too, to be fair. But like I saw like a guy who was like, you know, I saw Chris Cluey, the former kicker in the NFL, who is now a candidate for Congress for the Democratic Party, I think California or something.
Sure, yeah.
And he's an activist and all these kinds of things. He posted a thing about how like it's the enshittification of the Metroidvania. Like this is the bad like comparing it to the general trend of like tech things becoming miserable so that they can monetize this, but like there's no monetization happening here, man.
No.
And he was like, you know, there are bosses that are several screens away from benches. It's like that was also true in Hollow Knight. And like I also think it's fair to be like, I don't want to fight the stupid boss and then walk a few screens and fight enemies on the way again and again. This game is not for me. But I don't understand loving Hollow Knight and then getting Hollow Knight Silksong and then being like, why is this like the game I love and not just easy for me because I'm so great?
Yeah, I mean, any blowback against this game was going to happen.
Yeah.
Because of how long the production has been on it and how anticipated it is. Like, there's going to be an obvious... People just want to be able to say, like, well, it could have been better.
Yeah, I saw things in the week leading up to it. I saw, maybe it was Polygon or some place like that. Like, it was not a real journalism place. It was a zombie, like, shell. It was a hollow. One of the many hollowed out places. But they had an article that was like, can this, like, after its 7-year hype cycle, can it possibly live? And it's like, there hasn't been a hype cycle at all.
No,
literally, like 7 years ago, they said, hey, we're making a game. 3 years ago, they said, like, don't worry, everyone, we are still making the game.
Yep.
And then, like, a couple weeks ago, they said, okay, it's done. We'll put it out in a couple weeks.
Yep.
We don't want to say anything more about it.
Yeah, the hype cycle...
the exact opposite of the hype cycle.
The hype cycle were various video game conference leaders begging them to give them something they could show or tell people. And then, like, for a couple of weeks before they announced, hey, it's coming out, they, like, released, like, 2 seconds of clips. Yeah. And, like, okay, fine, here's some game clips. Yeah. We're almost ready to announce the date.
And like, and then also we're like, in interviews, we're like, no, there's no, like, our ambitions exceeding our graphs. We just worked in a rush. So we just made the game at our own pace.
Yep.
So, like, they didn't even try to, it was not like No Man's Sky where they're like, oh, you know, it's taken so long because we're trying to create a universe for Hornet to explore that will be unique for every player. Like, no. Anyway, I really like it. Your mileage may vary. Nobody's mileage has to be the same as mine. But I do think that raging at the developers because the sequel to the beloved hard game is also hard seems strange to me. I don't know. I'm putting us to a blank screen for a moment for my own sake when I'm making the timestamps for this later. Because I usually make them when the game box appears on screen, but it'll be more helpful to a future viewer, if we say. Today we're continuing with Legend, a game that is not related to the film.
Nope, not at all.
It was pretty fun, so we figured, you know, it was longer than we expected it to be, and we said we might as well go back to it next time. So we're in the middle of it. It's the 4th last game on our list.
Yep.
So hopefully it's not that much longer. It did not seem to be a game that has game over.
It's a fantasy beat 'em up, a hack and slash, as it's sometimes called, although I kind of apply hack and slash to a different type of game.
Yes, I don't think, like, I understand people's temptation to do it.
Because it has weapons instead of fists.
Yeah, but it's, no, I'm sorry, this is a beat 'em up with swords. In the same way that when
Hack and slash is like Dynasty Warriors.
when we wrap this part of the project up this month
Mm-hmm.
and turn our eyes to the future, we're taking an October hiatus, perfectly timed, for the Greg and James and Ghosts and Goblins show,
Yes.
where I'm going to put Greg through the ringer of the classic Run and Gun series. Don't be fooled by the fact that the Sinner's Road. I haven't been on it. I might have seen it. I can't remember because I saw something new today and I didn't do anything to do with it. But yeah, there are definitely I don't know. And another thing I'll say about Hollywood. One last thing is just in terms of not getting into a whole thing, but just to praise this wonderful game, is that, oh my goodness, you can tell that it started as DLC to put a different character into Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
Because all of Hornet's movements and stuff, like all her moves, like they're the moves that Hollow Knight has, except they're like she has down strike, but it's at an angle. She eventually she's got like a wall climbing thing, but it's a little bit different. Wall jumping, whatever. Her dash is not like Hollow Knight's dash, but it's kind of similar, and you use it similarly. But it feels different, and it has a little bit different capabilities. Which I think a lot of people might have just played Hollow Knight again in anticipation, whereas I played it long ago and never thought about it again until the sequel came out. So it feels better to me because I'm not like, why is she going on an angle when I press down and attack?
Yeah.
Feels so good. And I think one tool that they absolutely gave you for the very hard fights that people should reflect on is they made Hornet this beautifully fluid, athletic, impressive, like her moves are what you need to beat these very difficult fights. I think it's very, very well designed. To the contrary, people calling it poorly designed. And then it has the same thing that Hollow Knight has, which is that they were like, let's take the aesthetics of early 20th century cartoons, make the main characters all bugs, who are kind of funny, but not really, and then give the whole thing the tone and storytelling mechanics of Dark Souls.
Yep.
That's a unique enough formula that I think 7 years later you can just give us another that without anything exciting and new, and I am grateful for it. Okay, here we go. Load slot 0.
There we go.
This is it. Legend. See if we can get our sea legs back all these days later.
Well,
your button's not working?
my buttons are not
Or
working.
mine. Is it because select what button it is? Yeah, one thing I really like, I believe this is also on it, is that it is parrying, but not like get the timing exactly right. It's parrying is if you swing your sword, what you hit is an enemy's like slashing, stabbing attack. Thank you, Cedric, for saying this now and not an hour later.
Yeah.
I did forget to turn down the game sound.
I can't forget how the block works. Is it a shoulder button?
I believe so. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. You will like, even if you are falling towards an enemy's like sweeping attack, if you hit it with your sword, you will like parry them and bounce off. Like it doesn't expose them for damage, like parrying in a lot of video games nowadays.
You need that bread more than me.
Yeah.
Oh, too late.
But the worms needed it the most. So yeah, this game has, you know, a nice muted aesthetic, like color palette. It's very like we have Golden Axe at home in its aesthetics.
Yeah, but there's almost something, I don't know, better put together than it. You take off these chickens.
Yeah, it's got like there's definitely things to be said for it. It is like it's not super quick gameplay, but it's like slow in a way that feels appropriate to these guys.
Yeah.
Character designs are not amazing, but they're good. They're quite good, and they all fit a consistent milieu. And
There was also quite a variety of enemies.
like
we've gotten a new enemy type every level so far.
Yep.
It's going to be difficult because it was 2 weeks ago for me to remember what the enemies
Yeah.
were.
Yes.
But at least I know in the levels we played so far.
I like how weighty their jump hits feel.
Yeah, they feel
When they hit the ground,
bite.
there's like it's not even like there's haptic feedback happening, but you almost feel like there is. And you know there would be if it had been available.
What's this? Your magic?
It's not my magic. And you are now out of magic, so it must have been yours.
I don't know what button I hit. Oh, I think I remember. I don't think I hit that button, but I guess I did by mistake. Alright.
And also, I appreciate having the Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controllers programmable handle grip buttons.
Yes.
So I made the left-hand one open my menu, and now I don't have to reach my thumb up to the minus.
I was actually thinking
Pretty
how...
small change, but it's nice.
I was just thinking today, because I've been playing Donkey Kong Bonanza, and I was just thinking today how that would be helpful if I had that Pro controller.
What would you use it for? I haven't used
I get my ZL and my ZR confused all the time. It's not that I get my left and right confused, it's that I can't remember which one pounds the ground and which one makes me roll, and that can be disastrous.
Yeah,
Especially I'm on the frozen layer, so there's a lot of... I ended up rolling into lava a lot when I'm meaning to throw a fucking ice block at it.
I have got to get back to Bonanza because I'm very close to the end of the post-game story, I think.
Oh, nice.
But it's a problem because not only did Silk Song come out, but then
Oh, I'm dead.
Oh, Danielle and I had nephews to meet on the weekend, so I didn't get a ton. I haven't had a ton of time, so I want to make sure I get back to that because I quite enjoy that game. Might not 100% it right now, definitely in the future. It's fun.
Oh, you're dead.
Okay,
Too.
so we're sincere game over. Wait, are we game over with no continues? Do we put all this on
No.
pause?
There's a screen.
Ah.
We're back in.
Yeah.
We just have to stop
I
at
was
the
pretty
beginning.
sure
of
I
the thing.
remember us concluding that there were.
There seems to be infinite continues.
Yeah.
It might be hidden continues, but I don't know. We're heading into the unknown.
Yeah.
This is
So
what we know.
this is probably the second last stage.
The known unknown. Okay.
Presumably the torn part of the map represents the unknown unknown.
Yeah. I'm enjoying the hell out of Donkey Kong Bonanza. Like I said, I'm on the frozen layer.
It's true.
That's the first layer when you get the split. So you can go there or to the forest layer or jungle layer? Forest layer? Okay.
Yeah, I also went frozen layer first.
It just seems logical. It's on the left.
I just asked Danielle which one I should do. And that was the one she chose. System worked.
System works.
That system doesn't always work for me. Sometimes Danielle's like, oh, I don't know which one's better. I'm like, babe, I'm literally trying to use it as a coin toss. She's like, I don't, oh, which one? Like, tell me about them. I'm like, I'm just asking you to say A or B, please.
I will say, I think that for me, that's a game that also had people questioning its difficulty, but in the opposite direction. People thought it was too easy.
Yeah.
And I would agree that the bosses are quite easy, but only in that, like, I mean, the solution to all problems in that game is smashing.
Yeah.
Like, that's...
I think there are a couple of bosses that I had to fight more than once in the game.
Yeah, well, I think the first boss actually is kind of difficult just because those little dudes he's made out of are kind of annoying when you get a bunch of them going. But
in the very early going, I was not having much trouble at all. But
I'm having a bit of difficulty with the ice. Like there was a couple of the like fight 4 or 5 of these monsters, like bonus areas where it was all on ice, and I was like, man, this is really. Oh, come on, 2 stabs? Kind of.
the thing for me is that yeah, like there are some platforming challenges. There are some things in the post game I had to do.
I don't know much of the platforming very much yet.
Like, I would say they're especially in the sort of like stretch goals.
Yeah.
there are challenges to be had with the platforming and the fighting to a better extent. Never super challenging, but I will say that there's never a time when I was playing it and I was thinking, this is easy in a way that I think represents a design flaw. I was always having fun. Even beating the bosses easily is the very gratifying thing of turning into a giant gorilla and just absolutely wailing on some clown that just a minute ago was floating to you. Like, yeah, I wouldn't want Dark Souls to be like that. But
there's also something to be said about their choice that after you defeat the villains, that they like just hang out and are like, yeah, you got me.
yeah.
Like,
Well, they're just, it's no hard feelings.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
They're
Literally,
professionals.
it's just a job. They're getting paid for this. It's another generation of Nintendo trying to make an ape sexy. And succeeding. Oh, advanced screen. Yes.
Okay, so we get something other than a lovingly drawn but kind of drab forest that is also a repeat of an earlier area.
Nope.
Yes.
Going into a castle.
Ah, I'm right in
Were you watching? You were watching.
I was
Black
watching you, but that put me in no negative situation. I was just swinging my sword and nothing, contributing nothing to the fight.
Alright, onwards. Into the castle.
I've also been playing, and I'm sure that Legend is gonna eventually give us something else to say. But I've also been playing Mega Man Battle Network, which is I think I'm pretty close to the end, so probably I should squeeze in the time the next couple of weeks to finish off the first one and then put a pin in the series while I'm silk songing it.
Yeah.
But it's cool. I said to you earlier that it feels to me like the Batman Beyond of Mega Man, even though that is not at all the relationship it has back to the source, because it's just an alternate universe.
Yeah, it's a fully alternate universe.
Like, I had not yet, when I said that to you, met the villain Lord Wily. But then it occurred to me that it still has that, like, it still feels like Batman Beyond to me, but it also has the feel of the Batman. Because it's all like, what if Iceman was, designed by an edgy 14-year-old
Yeah.
who was being supervised by his mom, so he couldn't do anything too crazy.
Yeah, he couldn't make him too extreme. Just a little bit more extreme.
Like, what if they made Iceman specifically to try to appeal to 14-year-olds?
I will say, I think they kind of... I always thought it was a weird design choice to, like, kind of integrate a couple of the characters from X instead of just making it purely characters from the Mega Man series. I don't know what that implies about the timeline, but...
I don't think it's affiliated with the timeline.
No, I don't think it is at all. I think they just thought it was cool.
Granted, I'm only in the first game, but nobody in the first game has said anything that suggests that the Mega Man.exe Navi is in any way inspired by some robot that existed.
No. That's not what I mean by the timeline. I mean that, like, the Mega Man X, there are sprites based on Mega Man X characters.
Yeah.
Which, shouldn't those technically be,
Hello,
like...
no, this is a great value Golden Axe. It's called Legend for the Super Nintendo.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's better than the worst Golden Axe games.
Yeah, I'd say it's, I think that it, like... Yeah, I would go that far. I would not say it's better than the best Golden Axe.
No, I would not say that either, because I think the best Golden Axe game is actually pretty good, and it is Return of the Black Adder is the best Golden Axe.
Only.
But yeah, the X sprites should be like more advanced sprites, you know?
Yeah.
Be like, there's no like Z sprite. It's Proto Man.
Yeah.
Wizard, get out from behind the pillar. I can't see you.
I don't think they ever did a, because Golden Axe is Sega property, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you might be thinking of something. Either you were thinking of the Genesis when you said Super Nintendo, or you're thinking of a different game. Shinzo.
Watch over the wizard. He throws.
Yeah, we didn't love and also didn't hate Golden Axe 3, I don't think.
No. There are lots of good moments in Golden Axe. I think from
Yeah.
a visual perspective, it's really great. Like, I've always loved the visuals of those games. But they are sort of, oh, fuck. There were deeper mechanical games that were contemporaries.
Oh, sure. But I mean, there are plenty of games with deep. This game just has the mechanics of Golden Axe anyway.
Yes, yeah.
Except, okay, the point against it is that there's only 2 playable characters. They're the same guy,
Yeah.
and their moves don't change, even though they have different weapons.
They have different names.
They do. Cowroar and Eagle. Why does the player 2 one get a real name?
Because they took a lot of time and effort to make up a fake fantasy name.
Yeah.
They didn't
Cowroar
have time
gets
for that one.
Cowroar gets a made-up name, but it's not even a made-up name that, like, you really feel confident about how you're supposed to pronounce it.
Yeah. Oh, waste. Hit that button by mistake.
Oh, I was like, oh, are we about to drop down after the thing, as the thing collapses?
Nah, that was me doing magic by
There we
mistake.
go.
You still got some. Actually, I still got some magic. I have 4 magic. What a waste. Okay. I do like the wizards.
They look cool.
And then having ranged attacks like this is actually an interesting mechanical wrinkle because you gotta cut the distance.
Okay.
Fighting up a staircase.
Yeah, like this is pretty good, like as a whole set piece.
Yeah, like this is incredibly competently done. Like this is not like the beat 'em up formula is easy to replicate.
Yep.
Thank you.
But it's easy to replicate and forget to.
Do the basics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very much
We've
so.
seen plenty of beat 'em ups. But they didn't really seem to grasp what they were going for as well in this game. It's interesting, the way that the background was setting up kind of made it seem like it was trying to imply we were fighting up around the staircase, but yeah, here we are at the top.
Well, staircase is the top. So what do you mean?
Yeah, but I mean, we're at the top, clearly without having gone far enough to have circled up the thing we saw in the background. It might just be just 2 opposite staircases.
Come on, man. So close. No, this wizard's still alive. Hi.
Oh man.
Stop.
While we were up on the island meeting our new nephews,
Yeah.
which is fine, you know, they're cute. But I was more jazzed for my our nephew and niece, who are, you know, children, and happened to go out in the backyard with the lad, and eventually he wanted to play chase, and let me just say, I'm much faster than him. I've got that on him. He's got the stamina, man. Holy smokes.
Yeah, man.
But I just powered through, and miraculously, like, did not hurt myself in any way. So I was pleased with that outcome. Because, like, I didn't have running shoes on. I did not stretch in any way. I have the chicken too,
Okay.
if you can get to it in time.
Yeah, I got it.
Sweet.
That's all they're giving us, too.
So
Nope, never mind.
maybe this is it. Maybe we're heading to the final fight already.
This seems itty.
It was for the song on the previous screen, but yet another reminder.
You did that one. Thanks,
No, because it costs 2, right? So yeah. Better for us both to have 2.
Okay.
And my turn out. I'll pick one up. Oh, sweet. We each go.
Oh, God.
Keep it coming, team.
Yep, you get this one. This is 4 to 6.
Take
What
the
is
light
that?
bulb. I've got the S now. I've got 1 S, whatever that means.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
A boss
boss rush. Not enough damage, I don't think, to be what we want to do here. I think what we want is, yeah, to be on both sides of it, just eating him to death. It's basically whoever he gives it back to can get hits on him. Like, there might be more health barrels in between bosses. We're both right on the cusp of losing a life, and we're so close to beating him.
Yeah, got him. He doesn't drop any chicken.
I don't think it throws a few more barrels. A few more barrels. Nope.
Oh, maybe it's not
Or
boss rush. Maybe he's just like
The bodyguard.
the
They're
bodyguard.
just like, just reuse the first boss. Well, it's definitely not a boss finish. I wish that my dog hit great.
Yeah, this dog is cash. A lot of these dogs have cash. Oh, and now we're going down.
Yeah. Ah, I got taken down right before, so that's your chicken.
Dude, if I don't get mauled to death by a dog. Yeah, there I go.
Dogs are famously a difficult enemy for a big lumbering enemy to take on. In a video game. In real life, maybe, but you also might just be able to defeat that.
I mean, you get that?
Yeah.
The sort of moral implications of it.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll leave you questioning.
Yep. Give points to Dark Souls. They solved that problem by being like, no, don't worry. Everyone who attacks you has no soul.
Isn't the Dark Souls game, though, where you do fight a dog and it turns out he actually has a tragic backstory and, like, you shouldn't have fought him?
In Dark Souls 1, there is a wolf boss who you have to fight.
Yes.
But, like many bosses, all sorts of sad story. In fact, in the DLC, you go back in time in the something of the Abyss, Artorias of the Abyss DLC. You go back in time to team up with Artorias, or not team up, to kill Artorias, because he had been hollering.
Hello, your
Your
mom.
mom, welcome! Long time no see, because I have been gone from the internet since Sunday last. Yeah, so you go back and you kill Artorias, but you can team up, like, Sip's like, thank you for helping, put him to rest. I think you get to summon Sip for some fights if you do the right things with her. And if you do that in the DLC without having yet fought her as a boss in the main game, then you get a different fight cinematic where first she, like, paws you and sniffs you affectionately, and then sadly it's like, well, we must do what we must do.
Oh.
It's a rough boss fight. It's also one of the few boss fights where the boss progressively accumulates, like, Sif's second phase is easier because she's wounded.
Yeah.
It's so even when you don't know the story, it's still like, I wish we didn't have to do this, Sif. And that's how Sif feels to it. And that's the tone of Dark Souls.
Yep.
Not that there aren't some bosses who you can connect back through the lore to being like, yeah, they're bad. But with most of them, it's like, after you beat this boss, although what you're actually going to be doing is you're playing a video game, just pumping your fist in triumph.
Yeah.
Usually when you beat most of these bosses, what the character at least should be doing is hanging their head and muttering a terrible thing. But anyway, yeah, Ghosts and Goblins is a running gun series. It doesn't matter that it's about a knight in a medieval time and all his weapons are lances and daggers. He has unlimited ammo and he shoots them rapidly, and it's a running gun game like Contra. Much more than it is anything to do with what you might call it because of the sword. And so it is with this game, which is a beat 'em up, not a hack and slash.
Shoot. Oh, did that take me out? Nope, I got one more.
Alright.
Red's yours. I just got taken.
Alright. I hope that we've at least reached one continue point in our play.
Let's good magic sword.
Yeah, it's we've been calling it like very, Team U Golden Axe, so we have Golden Axe at home. It's like it does a lot of things right. Like
Oh yes.
cool graphics, competent gameplay. The slowness fits and like feels weighty for our big beefy guys. It could be better. The stages are pretty long for the level of enemy variety, even though it does keep introducing new types of enemies. And the moveset is exceptionally limited.
Very limited, yes.
Looks pretty. Some pretty good music. Reaffirms my belief that one of the things that the Super Nintendo sample-based sound chip was the best for implementing our orchestra hits. Because that's not something you need to be able to process in high fidelity to get the value of it. And the soundtrack here has a lot of orchestra hits.
Never leave a wizard alive.
Oh, great.
Nice spells. Yeah. Take that. You take that one. Go for 8 now.
Keep dropping generosity boxes on us. Please.
Nope.
No. This guy we've already fought, right?
I think so, yes.
Ooh, he takes hits hard, which suggests to me that he's probably also going to hit hard.
Ah, shit. Well, he is pretty much. Break this one.
I don't like that there's this vase. There's not an
Yeah,
object.
not breakable. Feels inappropriate.
Oh man, we're frustratingly close to beating this boss. But also frustratingly close to getting game over. Oh no. No,
That's me.
but also it looked like something came out of the vase.
You think this is a 2-stager? The boss
No.
is the real bad guy?
No, I refuse to believe that. Let us pass. Skull magic.
Pirate skull. Oh, yes.
Hey,
yes. No, no, no. Oh.
I will carry the torch. I should have grabbed that bread. But okay, there's a little gremlin in there that's dropping us bread and stuff sometimes. And now is doing bad things.
Use magic, man. Magic missile.
Boom. We're done here. Stupid urn.
I don't think we have beat that guy. I think yeah. Okay.
Okay. That was the official boss of Stage 6, the Sanctuary. And now on to what I just
Is
gotta
this
be
the end?
must be. Surely.
No, I think that was the end.
Or it's
Yeah,
over.
that was the end.
Well, that was a
He was the
lackluster
evil
final
king.
boss fight.
He had a boss that did things.
The end. Congratulations, you have defeated Clovis and banished Belor from the kingdom of Selec. Now, all around the world, there are many troubadours who sing the praise of the knights in their glory.
Okay. Let's
Just
dab.
that. All right. Okay. Well, I don't know that it was in any way necessary for us to resume this game today to see what it had left to offer, which was literally nothing.
Yeah.
So, like on the whole, like mid-tier.
Yeah. Agree. But a good mid tier, like a solid mid.
It's a solid. I feel like it's right in the middle of the mid-tier. I feel like the damn squib of an ending.
Yeah.
Really, like, not just. Oh wow, they're thanking the magazines. Get out of here. That's embarrassing. They
Also thinking Ben and Maria.
like that wasn't that exciting. The last stage,
No.
the last boss, like did not feel like a last boss. If he's going to also have a magic urn with him, maybe he should do something cooler than give us a few helpful items, and then at the last minute be like, and some dudes.
Oh, these are the two creators.
Good for them.
Look at them.
Carlo Perconti and yes, Belladuni.
Yeah, these are men of the early 90s for sure.
For sure. Well done, gentlemen. I guess it's good. It was
Yeah,
fine.
it was good.
Nothing wrong with that, I guess.
Alright. Well,
All right.
then, what time is it? Well, it's only 7:30, so we got time to
Great.
start in on, we got
Yeah.
lots of time
Yes.
to start in on,
Or possibly even.
finish, we might.
We might. I'd bet against it, but you never know.
Let's head on to
Oh,
Cosmo Police Galivan
let me
2.
resize that.
Arrow
box
of
just a little.
Justice.
All right. After, you know what? I think we take the box away for a moment, Greg, because I do believe that this is absolutely the kind of time where it has come that we should be immediately updating this part. To
Yeah.
Look at that. 3 games left.
Look at
In the
that.
beat 'em up round. So few games left that now I have to expand the size of a row to get full black when we're capturing the window, because I got us back down to just a regular spreadsheet.
Nice. Nice.
The end is in sight,
And the
unless
end.
tomorrow I get on one and just discover 7 new beat 'em ups we haven't heard of yet. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think this is it. Okay. Bring it back, Greg.
Police Galivan 2. I like how they integrated the Roman 2 into the Galivan. Arrow of Justice. The first Galivan, not a beat 'em up,
No.
an action platformer, but this one is said to be
Yeah.
a beat 'em up. So let's check it out.
2 gal, 2 van.
2 gal, 2 van.
All right.
That is definitely a porn. Now,
Yeah. Here we go.
I know a little bit about this game.
Well, tell me, and then we'll fire it
Well, it is based on, it is an unlicensed
up. Oh,
but clear pastiche of the Space Sheriff series of Metal Hero tokusatsu shows. The main
Okay.
character is very clearly based on those ones. The main character on that show, I believe the first one was called Space Sheriff Gavin. So there's some kind of going with a similar
okay. So
theme.
we are closer that like this is not even just Battletoads Ninja Turtles. This is like if the Battletoads were the Battle Frogs.
Yeah.
Okay. Not frogs, Battle Turtles.
Turtles. Sure, yeah.
They weren't toads, but frogs, which are closer to.
It would be way too close.
No.
Is it not loading?
Ruined my joke. No, I mean it's not because I haven't told you.
Okay, there we go.
All right. So yeah, there's a guy into that suit.
Yeah. Are you getting any sound? I can't. Oh, there it comes.
Yes. But I wasn't until this pretty sweet bass line kicked in. This is good.
That's pretty good.
It's like I want to hear where this is going.
Nope,
It's
it's
not.
gonna end.
Okay, we have attack and low attack, skill and jump, and also one of the weirdest Super Nintendo button configurations I have ever seen for default.
Yeah.
It doesn't look customizable. I think we should pick.
I mean, I'll figure it out.
My goodness. Uh, why? Why did they? I think they programmed all permutations instead of just letting us pick. And also, you can only scroll them. Left and right both just increment this.
Why? Just pick one, James.
I'm not picking. I'm just gonna. We're gonna find out how the default is.
Okay.
But okay. Weird. 3 lives, 3 continues. So we'll do a fair one and then decide if we want to do a gimmick one.
Yep. Let's jump in.
Is it 2 players? We don't know.
It had 2-player options.
Yeah, right. Of course it did. Yes, I shall be Queen Bee. It looks like we might get some quasi-RPG elements. Or just all of the options have terrible stats by the scale they invented. Aha! 8 points to customize. Let me guess. Attack power, defense power, jumping, and speed?
Yep, that makes sense. That's
Okay.
obviously health power.
Take a little bit of health power. Nice little chunk of attack power, but let's make her speedy. Little jump, a little more defense, and then commit to the fact that she's the speedster.
Okay, there you go.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Here I am.
Now this had player 2 options, but I'm not
It sure did.
being able to join yet.
Okay.
I don't know what the... Okay.
Okay.
I'll look it up. You,
Let's
can play, you
investigate.
play
Have
solo
I
for a bit.
lost some health? Okay, no. That is just because of my health stat. These buttons feel weird. I can't even remember what X was. It does nothing, so... So far, so fine. Interesting. I have this punch. Maybe an air counter. Oh, cool dash.
Oh, the only way to play 2-player is battle mode.
Oh,
You can't play the campaign 2-player.
weird. Not the decision I would have made.
Nope.
Okay, well, we'll pass and play.
Well, you're fighting Shane.
Yeah. We have the tradition of names being distributed by enemy type. And not the, like, I think maybe Streets of Rage does it, maybe Final Fight does it, there's a grab bag of names for each type that are, like, related but aren't the same. These are all just shades, don't be fooled. So the fighting is okay.
Are you finding any difference between low attack and...
Oh wait. At least they seem to have different range. I have no idea what, like, I can hit ground enemies with the punch that looks like she's punching up into the air. Which, by the way, if you're 40 years old, make sure you stretch if you're going to do solidarity fist punches into the air every time someone beeps their horn to show support for 2 hours. Because my shoulder is just now recovered from when I tweaked it last Tuesday.
Oh man, I get those solidarity beeps on my side of the campus too. I know
Yeah, I
you're
bet.
usually on the other side. But also, the intersection of Le Marchand and Coburg is not great on a good day. So whenever I hear these beeps, I'm like, oh, traffic accident? Oh, nope, just solidarity.
Yeah.
Like
The
what?
dash looks cool. I'm sorry to report that it cannot be strung into a move.
No?
No.
What's the point of it then?
Get across the screen quickly, I guess.
I guess, yeah. Did y'all break that group?
No, we're not guilty. We weren't even here when it happened. And hello, Guided by Voices. Hope Animal Crossing has been treating you well. No, so far, all our enemies just have claws. No one's come at us with a gun that shoots extremely large bullets.
Yeah, I gotta admit, I've never actually seen any of these Space Sheriff shows, so I don't know how true to the original text this homage is. I know that bees are a very traditional thing to theme your female superhero after in Japan. Like that goes back to like the first. So there's this whole debate with Kamen Rider whether the first female Kamen Rider is this character called Human Bees. There's this whole debate in Kamen Rider whether the first female Kamen Rider is this Kamen Rider.
Greg doesn't get that joke because he never watched Arrested Development.
It's okay. Is this person called Human? Is it? It's like Human Electro Tackle or something like that. And she's bee themed. She's bee themed, but there's also a huge debate that she actually doesn't count as a Kamen Rider, because of really sexism at its core. I believe she died in that show, and the main Kamen Rider.
He died finally.
Oh, there we go. Is he a boss? He's Borg. Oh,
He
that's
beat
it.
me. Was
He's
that
dead.
my last go? Yikes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not use a continue. Stage 1. You fire it up, and you could try someone else.
Yeah.
It's like it's not rocking my socks so far. The fact that every enemy I fought until the one that took me out was just Shade. Was just the one guy
Yeah.
as we walked down a street. Wasn't great. But
I mean, it does. This is a game that, because it's a sequel, because the first one was not. Metal Hawk. Don't like the look of Metal Hawk. Okay. Well, that's interesting. So they come like innately with some variants. Oops, nope.
yeah.
Up. Okay.
It would not be a good idea because it does not fit the source material at all, but I've played Star Trek beat 'em up. One question immediately is it based on a specific Star Trek, or is it like
Like just generic.
I'm playing as Janeway,
Yeah.
and then Greg is Picard or whatever. Because listen, the holodeck has gone haywire. Boom, there's the premise.
Yeah.
And now
gotta beat 'em up.
we can have them all here if we want. It could be canon.
Okay, so we do have a jump attack, but
Yep.
not a jump low attack. That doesn't do anything.
Data Janeway is just
Cisco, based on my memory, is the only one that would legit just start throwing haymakers at the first inclination.
it wouldn't be his first inclination, but Kirk will throw some haymakers.
That's true. Kirk will throw a couple. Kirk's gonna get in there too, but I think Cisco's.
Or some, differently choreographed.
I think-
Star Trek the original series.
I think even over Kirk, Cisco is the one who would beat the shit out of someone
In the game, Worf would be good, even though
in the show. He's
because
constantly overwhelmed.
dramatically,
Yeah.
there's never a time where it makes sense dramatically in Star Trek for Worf to be triumphantly winning a bunch of fights. And so most of the time when he leaps into action, it's so he can get effortlessly taken out to show how tough the bad guy is. But in a Star Trek beat 'em up, he would be the slow, tough character. We can't just go this Star Trek beat 'em up can't just be captains because
It's gotta be security officers at least.
get Odo in there, yeah. I was
Yeah,
gonna
man.
say. Granted, now Odo, we need is there just a special button? Everyone has a special. His is turning into the goo.
Yeah.
Can he also shapeshift? Is he like Kirby? Can he take on the form of enemies? At that point, we've gone too far into fleshing out. Oh yeah. Never give up, never surrender. Vivian Santos. Well, listen, I don't want to interrupt Greg's flow, Vivian Santos. And I assume the U-bots also just leave forever anyway.
You can do it.
Alright. Greg's into it.
I'll give you the right to send him to the cornfield.
Man, Vivian Santos. We only do the finest viewers here. You know that if you're paying any attention. Oh, I didn't type it correctly. We're going to try once more. Man. Vivian Santos. Man.
Yeah. There we go.
Cornfield with you there.
Could you click on the game?
Yes, I will give you back the window for the SNES 9X emulator.
There you go.
Now, the song never goes anywhere,
No.
which sucks. But like, everything in it is great. It's just that everything in it, just like the title screen music, it is more than anything else. It's the kind of music that is generating your excitement for whatever it's going to do next.
Oh, is it board?
Hey, you made it to board.
Yeah, with 2 lives.
You're doing much better than I did.
God, board's got reach. Got extreme reach. It's hard to close the distance with. There we go. You gotta close it on the dead axis. There we go. I got board.
Oh, and he exploded off screen, but at least more board.
When will the bass drop? Yeah.
I have not heard that and need to tonight because that sounds like I get the joke already, but it sounds like great. It sounds like a good joke. Sounds like a joke I'd like to check out.
God damn, boy. Sucks even more when there's 2 of them closing the distance. Oh, I think I got one. I did.
Yeah, this is
It's a double board situation.
so. This is
Okay,
like
level 1
only
complete.
the second 16-bit generation beat 'em up we've seen that tried to do something character creaty. The other one being I can't remember what it's called anymore. Cyber, the one with the robots on Genesis.
Yeah.
And so far, I don't think either of them have mechanically delivered in a way that like.
No, this is very. It feels kind of slow. And I feel like I don't have a lot of control. Oh, oil can. There we go. I feel like I don't have a lot of control over when I get hit. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't understand what the...
You're not grokking the, like, when it works, you're not sure why it works, and when it doesn't, you're not sure why it didn't.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I
Now
felt
I'm
that way.
fighting an ogre?
But what I did feel is just like, oh my god, this is tedious.
Yeah.
Like, I like this enemy. Like his look.
He's
He doesn't
cool.
seem any more fun to fight. And like, very few games are like Double Dragon 1 and 2.
Just come to this
on the
side of the
NES.
screen, ogre.
I think generally it is very difficult to get away with never letting us fight a mix of enemies.
Yep.
And like, quite frankly, despite being excellent games, Double Dragon 1 and 2 for the NES would both be better games if you sometimes fought 2 different enemy zones.
Yeah, and here's another ogre.
Just palette swap. But even when they're palette swapping them, they refuse to make up a different name. Like, could this guy be Troll but misspelled?
Yep. No, this guy would be Troll with misspelled. You only said that because you hadn't yet seen this guy.
Yeah, this guy is definitely Troll. That previous guy should have been Gull. This song is another case of like...
Did they only have did they only have 10 seconds of audio they could loop? Like, why couldn't they write a longer song? Oh.
No, there's more than 10 like, the thing is that it's a lot of just like subtle variations of what's playing over the beat.
Do you want to continue or do you want to...
Let's run it back once more.
Okay.
We're gonna play this one through to a game over, but we're gonna juice ourselves here
Okay.
with continues and lives,
Yeah, let's do it.
just to see if, like, at the end of, because it's using the level round stage name or numbering structure, 1 1 1 2. At the end of 1, do we get to level up? Might be interesting. What are these skills? I certainly don't recall ever using a skill.
Yeah, I certainly didn't use a skill. I can
Okay.
look up skills if you like.
Wait, hold on. Oh, this is so bad. B, nope, that's not how I want it. B, nope. Okay. What I want
Oh, you've got to do...
is this. There we go. Type 20.
So everyone has a normal skill and a advanced skill.
Okay.
And I don't know if these are written down in like the
Ooh.
instruction manual.
We're gonna take 9 lives and 9 continues.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
maybe we won't play them all. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I don't know if this was written down in the instruction manual or not, but like there's a bunch of stuff you have to do. But apparently you have to hold the skill for a period, the F
Okay.
button. That will do just your basic special skill move.
I'm sure.
And then there's a like combo move like a fighting game, which is like for Queen Bee, for example. You have to hold skill, hold LR while still holding skill, wait a second, and press jump. Hold R if facing left, L if facing right. Yes, it's backwards.
So sorry, what do I have to do? Did you just say?
For her graviton bomb, you need to hold X
Yep.
and then hold left or right, whatever the opposite of which way you're facing is.
Okay. Does it say that I'm gonna
And then
lose
wait
health?
a second, press jump.
I'll tell you this. Control type 20 feels better.
Okay. So wait, then I don't know what the controls are anymore.
Well, X is still skill.
Okay.
And then I just made jump B, attack Y, and low attack A.
Yeah. So try holding the skill button for a second
Okay.
and seeing what happens. Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
So you do your basic skill, and then I guess you have to hold X and then hold the opposite direction to which you're facing, and then after a second press jump and you'll do something else.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, it's like a fighting game.
Except that that sounds way clumsier than any move I can think of in a fighting game.
I
Except,
can
I
think of-
suppose, any move in a fighting game that,
I can think of clubs here.
like Zangief's moves are clumsy on the like consoles. If you have a joystick, it's fine to do a 360-degree rotation. But trying to do that with your thumb, you always jump and fuck it up.
That's for me. Are you finding the skill useful at all?
So far, no.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing. I'm still not good at fighting games at all, and I definitely wasn't when I was younger. They were definitely one of my weaknesses as a video game player. And a big part of that did turn out to just be that I cannot do sweeps of any. Like, I can barely do Hadokens. Actually, that's not fair. I can consistently do Hadokens, but pretty much everything else, like, when I found out that I could do them with a joystick, I was like, oh, how about that?
Hey, how about?
Oh, man. More of these identical dudes. I'm definitely doing better. And then it also helps that I had lots of extra lives.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it meant, like, I did do my stats differently, but I don't think differently enough to explain doing better. I definitely think the controls are helping. I don't even understand how I'm supposed to jump while holding the skill button. I mean, I understand how, like, I can contort my hand.
I guess you could try not holding the skill button. I think that might work.
Okay. Well, I also, I don't know.
It's not worth it to you.
Yeah. Hey, I think I just did maybe it just looked like a
There's also two. They're different for each character. Galivan is hold skill, press up, down, and then attack.
I finally had Borg at least.
Yeah, there's Borg. Now Borg
Great.
might actually the skill might be useful against Borg because it's hard to close the distance on Borg.
Yeah. It is actually kind of useful, except he can jump over it,
Well, yeah, you
which
gotta,
is fair. But
gotta give him.
now, jump kicks were the easiest way to fight Borg.
Wow.
Note that I didn't say the funnest.
Yeah, what do you think about this? This is again,
It's a mid, like
yeah.
we our classification system, like
It lacks a step between mid and goon that might have been necessary. But,
yeah.
But yeah.
But again, I don't want to make a graphic for mid goon.
Nope.
Bam, bam, bam. Got him with my skill. Into the alien's body.
Is that what that is?
That's certainly what it looks like.
Again, I haven't seen any of these space sheriff shows. I don't know what they sort of do.
It could be a ship, I guess. Like a weird ship. Now we're fighting shades again. Ooh.
Space Sheriff Gavin. He's a kind of cool looking guy. He's got a glowing sword.
I gotta say again, it makes no sense to me to make a dull, like, if you didn't have a reason to make it single player, why did you do this?
Yeah.
Like,
There's just not a lot going on.
yeah.
Like, it doesn't feel like this. Because sometimes when it's like single player, we're like, oh, well, they clearly were pushing the limitations of the software in a different direction. And it's almost always for a worse reason. Like, nah, they would have been better off not doing that and making it 2-player. This
Yep.
doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like they're pushing anything.
No.
This seems like just a choice. Oh, he has a grab attack.
And
Yeah.
like, I don't think, at this point, I mean, we're probably getting close enough to say, like, definitively, I don't think we've yet seen a beat 'em up that had a battle mode that was any fun. You know what? We didn't count it as a beat 'em up, but the Kunio fighting game
Yeah.
is actually, I played that 4-player. It's legitimately quite fun. Oh my goodness. That is not losing health fast enough. Ah. And he's way too dodgy. They juke around to stay off his Z-axis and stuff. This game is not fast-paced or fluid enough for that kind of technique by the enemy. Just send them walking into me so I can punch them and get on to the next one.
Yep. Agreed.
And don't think that we've just become jaded from playing nothing but beat 'em ups together for years of our lives. Even as recently as like 3 weeks ago, we were like, Kamen Rider turns out to be an excellent beat 'em up.
Yeah, man.
We-
No, Jim.
If anything, it is easier for us to see the wonder after all of the it's fine that we've seen. Oh, good. If you get the ogre on your Z-axis long enough to charge up your stupid X move, he just puts up a guard and blocks.
Mm.
I'm now doing worse than I was doing because this game is not good enough to motivate me to do well. Even though it will be very frustrating if I get like right at the end of 1-2. Ultimately, if we say continue yes and it starts us at 1-1, it's over. We're not doing anything more with this game.
Yeah,
We're
that's
not finding
very
out what
fair.
Metal Hawk is like. We're moving on with our lives.
That is very fair. There's no need for this.
Oh god, I keep landing in that pod of glowing embers. When it does not really look like I should be on that part of the Z-axis. But also, good god, man, what are you doing? You gotta let me finish 1-2 on these lives. I do not like this.
Okay.
It's not fun.
Okay, Space Sheriff Gavin. Earth is invaded by the criminal. I don't know the plot of this game. I'm just
Okay.
basing it on the fact that this is probably similar to Space Sheriff Gavin. Earth is invaded by a criminal organization known as Maku, led by Dawn Horn. who had first destroyed a space colony near Earth. Don Hor wants to dominate the whole universe, and the Earth represents an obstacle that he has to overcome by turning it into a domain for all evil. In response to Maku's attack, Space Chef Gavin of Galaxy Federal Police,
Oh, we're back to Shades.
okay, great, is deployed to Earth to defend his mother's homeworld. Gavin is helped by Mimi, the daughter of Commander Quam, and is given information by Quam, assisted by Marin on his home planet. Gavin goes to Earth to defend it against Don Hor and his devilish schemes. He settles on Earth incognito as Uretsu Ichijaoji, taking a job at the Avalon Youth Club in Japan to track Meiku's forces down. So it's about a spaceship whose mom is from Earth. He goes to Earth because aliens want to
good,
take
another
Earth.
moment. Hey, 2 different enemies at once.
Hey, there you go.
Credit to them.
I do like the idea that he just like in between space sheriffing, like I don't know, teaches the local boy how.
Oh, I hate these ogres.
Oh, how I hate these ogres.
They're not a fun enemy to fight. I wish I was fighting 2 Shades. They're just like so goddamn grabby. But the only attacks, there we go. You need to get stand-up attack. Oh,
Yeah, when
Give
you
me
at
the
full health.
big healing item when I'm at full health. And just like, yeah, another song that is entirely the music that like gets you excited for where it's going.
Are they going for Geiger-esque with this imagery?
Here, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I feel like they're not really
Or
succeeding.
Contra-esque at least.
Yeah. I feel like they're not really succeeding.
No. But,
Too yonic, not phallic enough.
nah.
But yeah. Oh, there's a new episode of Alien Earth that I haven't gotten a chance to watch.
I still haven't started it at all.
Great show. Oh, remember I told you that the Yada Yada whole Aliens movie?
Yes.
The last episode, not this most recent one, was just that Aliens movie.
Oh,
They
cool.
just went back and picked it up.
Flashback.
Not even a flashback.
Oh, there is a moving attack.
Oh, no.
But I don't know how I'm doing it when I do it.
So yeah, not even a flashback. Just the whole episode is inexplicably. They just start it, and it's like the other episodes. They don't play a role at all. There are many characters who do not appear in it who are regulars on the show.
Oh man.
Very good. It was a pretty good Aliens
This is
movie.
starting to really piss me off.
Yeah,
that
that's
it?
it. That's it. Let's hit continue and see what happens.
Okay,
Okay.
we're in this place. Do you want to give it a shot?
I'll
Is
give it a
Mimi with
shot.
9 lives.
You got it. Okay. Yeah, this is better.
Just gonna see if there's any update about my nightmarish labor disruption situation. I should just not think about this for a few hours, but here I am.
You maybe should. James, just gonna throw that out there. Come on, die.
Okay. Not gonna read that right now.
Oh, there were updates?
The thing happened that the earlier message was about.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm finding shades right off the bat, so I think it started me fairly late in this stage as well.
No, this level started with shades here at the beginning.
Oh, it did start with shades. I thought it started with ogres for some reason. Okay, was that a throw?
There is a throw. I don't know how you initiate it because I feel like I get grabbed.
You initiate it with the skill button.
Ah, okay. That's sensible, actually. Not a lot of beat-em-ups have active grab, but I don't object to it in principle. Hey, nice. I'm exclusively at the stupid ogres evading my punches. I think it turns out the best thing is to just believe a little bit more in the length between these legs and just try to kick them in the face as they come closer to you.
Even the length of Queen Bee's
Yeah,
leg.
like the hitbox is a little further out than you think it is.
Alright.
And like in terms of damage output, landing a bunch of kicks is 3 kicks is that they go down. Is definitely the fastest you can damage these guys. Oh, except for the up punch apparently.
My first life gun. My first knife? Here's Troll.
Yeah.
Troll!
Okay, you're doing great compared to how I was doing. Also, I do think that the green ones seem to have higher health, but that I could be wrong with that.
I do think their health is varied.
It could be that I'm only actually noticing their health when it's the green ones, but it's felt to be 2 separate times. Like, oh, the green one is big health.
I wish I could destroy these blocks of light. Okay. We continue. Queen Bee. Should grab and then try to do other stuff. Nope. Only thing to do when you grab is throw them. Makes sense.
And the lame throw.
It is lame. I bet it's the same
It's
for all
like
the
just
characters.
put your hands under their shoulders. Just
I'm trying not to pick that up actually, but I walked right into it. Oh, I managed to throw the fucking ogre. I didn't think I'd be able to do that. I did it by accident.
good job. Man, this game.
Yeah, it's plotting. It's very plotting,
Yeah.
especially compared to. So watching, Legend might have seemed plotting, but the characters are plotting, and it doesn't feel plotting. It feels
Yeah.
like you're playing
Like-
characters who have weight.
Yes, Queen Bee, especially, like, she should, like, and granted, I guess they needed some room for if we juiced her up to 16 speed, but, like, she doesn't feel fast at all. She doesn't feel agile.
Nope.
And
And just
the
the
game
pace
is
of it.
hard, but it's
Just the
hard
pace
in
of
just because it's just a slog.
Yep.
Like, you're losing just the death of 1,000 cuts because it is hard to stay engaged with this fighting for this long.
And they only ever throw 2 enemies at you? Oh. Hey, we're just scrolling and keeping the green one. Introducing a new troll. Okay. I'll only ever remember this troll though. Just in my head now. God damn. The muscle definition on these guys is insane though. These guys are exploding. These guys are hit. Damn it. I had a good combo going on him. I thought I could finish him. He had a sliver of health, which he still has somehow. Come on, die! There. God. I'm begging for a boss. Or just a new enemy type. I'm surprised Borg didn't become a normal enemy after we fought him, especially after they revealed that he was just like one of a pair. Like there was more Borgs.
Yeah, nope.
Why not just make it like that's the reveal? Like, oh, you
Just-
thought this guy was a mid boss? Nah.
I think the who knows, because we've got to see more of the game, and who knows if we're going to. But my gut tells me that Borg is a stage 1 enemy. Shades are the like putties. Ogre is a stage 2 enemy.
Yep.
Because yeah, we have a 3rd enemy type already in the mix. You don't just have to throw shades and ogres at us.
Yeah, you could throw Borgs at him.
Grimace one. Jack Grimace.
It's got a good color scheme. Purple and green. Classic villain color scheme.
The reverse Hulk.
Okay.
And then, hey,
Oh, this is the best song so far,
absolutely,
hands down.
because it starts at the getting to something.
Okay. Okay. Not a fan of that. That was gross.
Oh, I thought it was gonna stay at the side and be the thing you were fighting, but I guess you're just fighting its thing that it spit up on you.
Yep. Come on.
Maman.
Is it French, do you think?
It could be. I don't know.
As far as I know, the language that Japan has a fascination with is Spanish.
Ah,
There's a lot of like weird Spanish loan words and stuff like that. They just really, I don't know, they think it's novel. Like look at, did you ever read Bleach?
no.
Bleach has a ton of like Spanish stuff, and one of its main characters is just half Mexican. One of the flaws in Bleach that I remember before I dropped it pretty quickly was that eventually they introduce like a whole team of people who all have unique skills, and you're like, oh, are they all gonna get like progressively powered up, where like the main guy gets power up and then they get a power up,
Yeah.
and then that.
Oh!
Yes.
Huge damage output there.
And then they do that once, and then they're like, nah.
It is gonna puke another one up. So it's the boss, but you damage it just by progressively beating its dudes.
Anyway, they do that once in Bleach, and then never again. Only the main character gets power-ups after that. Everybody else just has to deal with their, like, second-level power-ups. And are thus immediately immediately outclassed by all the bad guys.
Ah.
And it's such a weird decision. That, and I never really watched the anime, but I hear that the anime went through a long filler arc. And those are never popular. Yeah. But, like, you agree with me, Cedric, that in the beginning, his friend group is like, oh, well, this guy has these weird arrow powers, and this guy has these healing powers, and this guy has these... His arm turns into a thing. And then they're like, we upgrade those things once, and then never again.
The pace of, like, even when I'm playing it, just the pacing of this fight is so weird because you do massive amounts of damage just whenever you walk into the thing where he keeps letting you kick him in the back of the head. Where he's like tilting forward and kicking him in the head.
This strictly job.
Enhancement talent.
Hey, they need it to
Every-
make the card work.
That's why we have warp here. Ooh!
There we go. And you're
Alright,
gonna
so
do
it
one
comes
more.
back more damage and spits up a third one.
Yep. God, it's gross. It's gross every time. It's the way you can see it coming up her throat.
Yeah. Which is interesting because like, she seems clearly to be a robot.
Yeah,
So it shouldn't be that gross that something's coming up the robot's throat. But it is.
they're
I'm
gross.
not saying you're wrong.
I think they're successful. I think
Yeah.
they intended it to be gross.
Yep.
Still not a great game.
No, no. Like, it's got some interesting visuals, but, like, not interesting enough. But I'm like, we had to get good enough at this game to find out what's next.
No.
We will at least, if continues assuming, and I know it's, never mind. Greg's gonna win.
I mean, this is probably the last one I'm on.
It's got, I do not believe that these developers were creative enough to do that. What's at 4? I think 3 was as far as they were.
This is the toughest one.
It is in the sense of having had the largest health bar. Because difficulty in this game is just chipping away at you. You're giving you more health, gives you more chances of getting tiny little hits.
Just tiny little bombs.
Yeah. They're definitely funny. And like he barely manages to throw them further than he can place them with his very long arms. You're gonna pull this up.
Well, I'm being way more careful now because I
Yeah.
do want to see the end of this fight.
Yeah, because best case scenario is we continue with 1-3 and have to do this again, which seems horrible.
There we go. Got him.
Just explode. Yep.
There we go. Oh, we get 8 more
points.
points.
My goodness.
What do you think?
Attack power.
Yeah.
Prioritize damage
Let's
output.
put it all the way up.
Yeah. Round 2-1. Horrifying carousel. This okay. Give them this. This is the first like uniquely cool image in this game. We're at the carnival, but for some reason it's an evil, grotesque alien carnival. The spikes on the poles are
Yeah,
and
the
I guess
spikes
all
on the
of
seats.
Yeah.
Where you would sit is covered in spikes on both of these terrible creatures. The xenomorph horse and this Hellraiser man.
Song's good. Not great, but it's good.
Doesn't really fit what we're seeing. No, we're getting shades. Thought maybe it would be all new enemies.
No. Shades are the buddies. I predict there will always be shades. I don't know if we'll ever see Ogre or
If we see
Horde again.
these things are
I kind of suspect we're all to. Here's Greater. The Graders and Shades.
great as tough. God damn. Damn, Greta.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
It's so annoying how they're just. Oh, I'll just go up. I'll increment 5 on the Z-axis.
Oh, did I get an extra life at some point?
Yes, I think for finishing the level. But I'm not
Okay.
positive. I did notice it. Yeah, I really do think they went with the one dedicated enemy type plus shades as the cast of every stage.
Got some loose booze that gave me a little bit of health.
Yeah.
Not as much as the big oil can, but. Yeah, man. It's not that great to play either. Yeah, mid.
Yeah.
Mid, I
Very
would say.
Mid.
Man, 820? We could
Mid.
probably play another game.
Open parentheses, derogatory. Yes. And yet if we do,
We're not gonna be able
then
to
the
finish it.
final episode of Phase 3 only has one game. And it would probably be the arcade game Gaiapolis, which we would definitely finish in like an hour. Of course, I'm eating my words if it turns out.
Diablo is some deep game.
No, the Super Nintendo one we have back. Something, The Legend of Ishin.
Well, if we played another game, we're not going to be able to beat it in the
Yeah.
time we have to make. Either way, so there wouldn't be 2 games.
Alright, well, do what you can here. Excuse
I'm
me.
going to do what I can. If you want to have another go at it, if you want to see what grenades are all about. Gray of you. I don't like these spiky asses. Damn it. There we go. Queen bee! Increasing attack power was the way to go, by the way. That did feel a lot quicker. Round 2-2. Oh, Borgs! James, Borgs!
Oh, good for them. Wait, did you make it to 2-2?
This is 2-2, yeah.
Okay, sweet. Good job.
And look, his friend is here too. Attack power is the way to go. But that shouldn't be necessary. You shouldn't have to put your attack power up by like all 8 points to make it feel at all.
And like the purpose of stats in a video game shouldn't be to how can we make this go by faster by min-maxing.
Yeah.
We're supposed to have fun.
Shit. That's it.
Okay. I will try once more.
Try it out. 2-2. Gotta fight Borg.
Do you agree that button arrangement number 20 is superior to number 1?
It feels more natural. I'll
Yeah.
give it that. I do find I use the low attack less often with it though. I would almost go the Nintendo path and put low attack on the bottom and jump on the right.
Yeah.
Nintendo likes to put the jump either on the bottom or on the right. It makes sense in Donkey Kong just from the perspective of like up is punch up,
Yeah.
down is punch down.
Yep.
So you want to put that jump on the right because otherwise you put it on the bottom. But I don't know. I feel like jump makes sense on the bottom. The
Yeah.
bottom is where jump goes.
I agree.
I mean, the truth of the matter is, I've heard it said before, and I agree with it very much, which is that it was a mistake to stop experimenting with controllers. I don't think the diamond 4 buttons is the end all be all.
Really?
No, I feel like
I
that
think it is. I think it's a solid problem.
it's not, but it's.
Here's the thing.
We haven't tried.
The only other model I can even think of that we have is the Genesis, which does nothing. There's a
Yep.
reason that nobody else ever tried to do it again.
You are forgetting the GameCube.
But the GameCube is ultimately just making the buttons weird sizes to do pretty much the same thing.
No. The GameCube was designed with the idea that it would be easier to roll your thumb from button to button, and also that they are sized based on their use case. So,
Yeah.
so there's always a button in a video game. It doesn't matter what video game you're playing. There's always a button that you will be hitting the most. The issue with the GameCube is that third-party and arguably eventually first-party games didn't try, didn't think about it that way at all, and were just treating it like a diamond that was weird when they should have been treating it like an entirely new
Oh, you know what?
thing.
Now that I think about it, obviously the Wiimote nunchuck setup was another experiment with it. I think the fact that the new trend in controller innovation is programmable grip buttons
Yeah.
is a strong suggestion that just like no, people have like the people who design these things have thought about it, and no one's come up with an idea worth trying.
I believe that no one has come up with an idea superior yet. I do not believe that means that this is undoubtedly the best option. I think there is room to grow.
I don't know. I guess we'll find it as time goes by.
No, society will crumble before they break the diamond controller.
Okay.
That you can believe. Plus, I think at this point it would be like if PlayStation tried to do a different controller, it would be foolish. Like, what are you talking? Your PlayStation. You can't. You literally can't. The most you've ever done is introduce, as you say, just more shoulder buttons and now these grip buttons. And I guess PlayStation has that big square. Oh no, that's Xbox. The big square that you can sort of use. I don't know. I've not played a lot of Xbox, so I'm not a big. I don't know a lot about that controller. I know that is a big debate on which style between the two is like the superior ergonomically, but I honestly have no dog in that fight. No dog whatsoever. I know you own a PlayStation.
I own. I don't have a PlayStation 1 anymore, but I've got a 2, a 4, and a 5.
There you go. Will you buy 6 when it comes up?
If I absolutely have to get like Dark Souls 4, or
I mean, you almost surely will. Like they're not gonna stop making those console exclusives. Even if the Switch 2 is strong enough, it can handle it. Apparently, not.
If it can, then again, and I'll get it there, and I won't need
Not
it.
to high fidelity. This is the thing that people say in debates about these systems when the Switch 2 came out, and they're like, you can play Elden Ring on it. People were like, I played Elden Ring on it.
Round 2,
It's
3.
ridiculous. Psycho.
Psycho Crown.
This feels like a
You think he's
translation, and
supposed
he's
to be
obviously
called
clown. Yeah. This feels like a translation issue. Because the R's and L's in Japanese are largely mixed up. Because their sound is which is like midway between the two.
Yeah.
And so that is why it's a stereotype that they can't get
Yeah.
the ones right. Because they are pretty much just... They're taking a 50-50 stab every time they do it. So you know what? I think the success rate's actually pretty good, if you think about it like that. But yeah, this guy's definitely supposed to be Psycho Clown.
Having our attack up is certainly helping.
It is, yeah.
I will get through this guy.
Oh, you're getting him. Oh,
And I don't think it's executed very well, but cool idea to have us on.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not
I
sure
think
what it's
it's
supposed to represent.
Flying through the sky or something.
Hey, there you go.
8 more points.
Put it up all
Well,
the way.
I'll take 5
Max.
there and 3 there. Thank you. Keep playing this game for up to 20 minutes of my life. We're also back to this song. It's not a good song.
Are you in a meat freezer? I'm not sure.
No, I think we're in a cave.
Is it supposed to be like salt or is it supposed to be ice, do you think?
I think it's just supposed to
And
be
we're
red.
back to ogres.
Okay, great. So we don't even have a stage 3 enemy to fight. Yeah, at least.
You didn't even get to experience graders because they switched to boards. And
No, I can't.
Oh, there was one. I messed it completely. Okay.
Hey,
Nope.
it's a shade.
It's just a shade. Being a very bad ninja. You
Yeah.
could see his shadow long before he came.
And also, he let me walk all the way under before he just dropped down to fight me standing up. Oh my.
That's nice.
Yeah, there's some good visuals.
And it's clearly supposed to be a cave because this is supposed to be like a canyon situation. Like where you're like seeing down into. Yeah. Watch out, there's a shade coming there. Jesus.
They will not fall until you just, fumble in to the middle of the screen so they're not even gonna drop it. So,
Yeah, I
we've
mean,
done it a few
yeah.
times, and I think it remains obviously true, at least thus far in the beat 'em up's life, that it's weird how River City Ransom came along,
Yep.
how Neketsu Downtown Story came along and said like, hey, notice how really smoothly these action game mechanics mash up with our light RPG mechanics and produce a fun experience, and almost nobody's tried to do anything with that.
No.
And the ones that did, it has been lackluster.
Yeah, I just don't. I mean, even seeing something like even playing like something like Legend, just because we were talking about how like, oh, Kamen Rider is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And obviously we've played the greats of this genre of its early days, and a few modern ones that were really good too that we jumped into a while ago. But it just astounds me that you can have something like Legend, which is so competently put together that it's like, obviously there's nothing special here, there's nothing like to write home about, but like it's fun because it's a fun basic genre.
Yeah.
And you can take that and just create something that feels so plodding and melodicness, you know?
Monotonous, yeah.
Why is it single player? Why is there only ever 2 enemies on the screen? These are problems that we haven't dealt with in like
Yeah, these are not
a
super
long
Nintendo
time.
technical limitations.
These are like the problems we were having
And
with like.
Yeah, we didn't get a new guy in the last one, and now we're fighting Borgs again.
This was a problem solved by Double Dragon 2.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. I don't understand why this is such. How you do this? Have you as a studio in 1993 put out this game? Also, I understand that it's like a shading thing, because obviously it doesn't look like that all the time. Like you can see on the green board here that his shorts saw a certain way. But man, Silverboard looks like he's wearing like board shorts. Like they look like they
Why do they have shorts on? At all? Why are they
to
wearing
hide their shame.
ragged burlap shorts?
They're cyborgs, James. That means they have human parts. The
No,
human
they're-
parts are their penises.
They're just bored. The Psy is the human part. Actually, I don't know if that's true.
I honestly don't know how Cyborg breaks down rootly. I learned recently, or probably relearned, but it came up recently, that we break down helicopter wrong. Did
Yeah,
you know this?
I
Yeah.
know this, but I can't remember the whys. No.
Helico
Yeah.
means spiral, and perter means like flying.
Yeah, well, it's like how there's ornithopters.
Exactly.
Cyber organism. Yep, that makes sense. So having just bored is
Makes him an organism. Actually, that would mean that
cyber, yeah. So these
he
guys
has
are
zero.
dudes.
Yeah, he has
These
zero.
guys are just dudes. They've been painted to look like robots.
But anyway, yeah, we break it down wrong because
They don't
obviously
actually
we
work
say
for the bad guy. They're just going mad as they die from skin asphyxiation.
like the Tin Man in the original Wizard of Oz.
Oh, I hate this.
But yeah, it shouldn't be like helipad. It should be like helicopad. And it shouldn't be quadcopter. It should be quadper.
Water.
Quad. But yeah, the putter is the
It
same.
should probably be quadricopter.
Yes.
Actually, there. Maybe, I guess. No, I don't know. At any rate,
Anyway, yeah, the
these decisions
The-
have been made.
putter is actually the same as how we do pterodactyl.
Hate this.
It's bad, man. You don't have to play it anymore. You
Yeah.
can wrap up.
Yeah, we'll do it
It's
another
fine.
day.
Let's do a wrap up.
Boom. Game over.
It's not even that early. 5
Alright.
minutes. Come on.
Mid derogatory.
Mid derogatory. Low end of the
Yeah,
mid
we'll
list.
remember you when it's time to make rankings, and we'll keep you nice and low. At the very least.
I mean, when we replay some of these games on the rankings, we might decide that some goons are better than this.
Yeah.
Like, it's not good. The only thing that keeps it from being overtly goon, the only thing that keeps it from being, like, automatic goon, is that there's nothing broken about it.
Yeah. It's
Like,
like
it's-
hideous. It's just dull.
Yeah.
But it's like it's dull. They
Painfully
put the
dull.
work in to be dull. But this is it.
This is it.
We have just made on deck yellow the entire list of 2 games. Zoku, The Legend of Bishin, developed by Wiz. I don't know. And then, although it's so unconventional, it might not even turn out to be a beat 'em up. We are going to close this out with Konami.
Konami. Big names.
So hey, Gaiopolis looks cool, and I'll keep an open mind about Zoku, The Legend of Bishin. I already feel like that's going to be a goddamn single-player game where it's Zoku.
Well,
Or
I
big-
mean, yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe it'll be not like that. Who knows?
Who knows?
Okay, so what's happening from here? Well, we're back.
Back in the swing.
No extra nephews that are going to meet this weekend. So going forward, we have Friday Night Frosthaven. Took a week off unexpectedly, but we're finally starting a new scenario where I can play as Miss Thumpa. So that'll be fun. And then
did we do the road event at the end of last time? I can't remember.
I think we did, but we'll review the tape. I have to review the tape because I still haven't put the timestamps, even though I released it. I meant to tell you this before we started when you asked me if I'd seen the comments, but then we talked about a different comment. But somebody commented on our last Friday Night Frosthaven video on YouTube to say, I never heard the term Morton's Fork. That's great. Adding that one to the lexicon. So I replied and said, do you want to add Morton's Fork to the lexicon? No. But that must.
That must.
And I was very proud of that. So, hey, if you're literally anybody watching this on YouTube, you got to reply to your comments here. We'll even talk about them amongst ourselves. So we don't usually shout out the YouTube people at the end here, but if somehow you found this, despite the fact that YouTube in February stopped showing any of our videos to anybody, drop a comment.
Yeah,
thank you for stopping by. On Saturday, we're playing Suikoden 2 a little bit earlier than normal. I'll update the schedule well in advance to reflect that. I got a wedding to go to, but it's in the late afternoon. On Sunday, we're firing up as an interim between finishing the Colonel's Bequest and finally, at long last, doing the long-promised anti-hero run of the Quest for Glory series. Am I going to try to find out if I can play computer games with sunglasses on, just to capture the I'm the anti-hero, this is not James doing this. Yes, I'm going to try. I'm going to test it. I'm not going to try and give up because that wouldn't fit the jerk character that I've conceived. But I'm going to try it. If it works, I'm going to do the whole thing in sunglasses. But other than that, in between, we're going to do a text adventure game, a graphic text adventure game that is like the Sierra games I loved from the late 80s, but is actually a relatively new game called The Crimson Diamond, which is CanCon, made by a Canadian and set in Canada. Pretty cool. It's a mystery where you walk around and type things into a text parser. Like, they're not doing throwback to Sierra, the point-and-click adventures of the 90s. They're throwing back to what was really good. When you walked around on a screen, but you typed in the things that you wanted to do. The way it should have always stayed. Now that there aren't some good point-and-click adventure games. So I'm looking forward to that. And then, at this point, I guess I'm just still on strike for the indefinite future. And we'll see how that goes. And still haven't done any additional strike streaming, but maybe I'll hit the point that I do. We'll never know. Sky's clear for next Wednesday?
Sky's clear.
All right, we're bringing this thing in for a landing. It's been a wild ride. Take us home, Greg.
It's been a long time. Okay, thank you for joining us. Thank you for sticking around all the way to the end. Please follow us down below or subscribe. James is offering 30 days of conditional love.
Condition only on your continued subscription.
And remember, until next time, violence is never the answer, except in video games. Bye-bye.
Peace.